Hello lovelies, welcome back to Alake YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful butterfly Bubu dress. So if you're interested in learning how to make this Bubu dress, please continue to watch this tutorial. Thank you very much. So to start off, you need to take your measurements, and the measurement for this is you're going to take a measurement from one of your arm to the other. Like you're going to start from where you want your sleeve to start from. This is a cut together Bubu dress, so you're going to place it can start from one wrist or even your elbow, wherever you want your measurement to start from. You're going to place your tape measure there, and you're going to take it round your shoulder to the other side. So whatever you get, you're going to multiply that by 2, and that's the total amount of fabric you're going to need. For my client here, so she have about 45 she have 45 inches from one elbow. She wants to address the start from one elbow to the other, so that means I will need 90 inches, then plus extra 2 inches for seam allowance. That means I need 92. So I use about 2 trousers of fabric and 2 inches. That's the total amount of fabric I use. So right now I'm folding my fabric into 4. I folded it into 2 first, then I now folded it into 4. So that means right now the fabric is unfolded in 4. So I'm just going to mark 1 inch away from here at the shoulder. Then from there, I now mark the length of the dress. The length of the dress for my client is 56 inches, and I'm checking the length of the fabric there. So at the hem there, I'm sorry the camera is not capturing it, I have 58 there. So I will mark the 56 inches, and the remaining 2 inches will serve as my hemming allowance there. So the fabric is unfolding to 4, so I'm still trying to fold it very well. The fabric is a little bit slippery, so I'm just folding it very well. And it's unfolding 4, so I'm just folding it very well. So I want to check if I have the total. 45 divided by 2, 40, the 45 times 2, 90, then 90 divided by 2, that's 22.5. So I'm supposed to have 22.5 there, and plus 1 inch for seam allowance, that's 23.5, and that's exactly what I have at the hem there. So right now I'm going to mark the neckline. For the neckline, I'll be doing 3.4 inches by 4 by 4 inches. So this is totally dependent on how wide you want the neck to be, but I would suggest that you start from, let's say, 3.5 to 4. You can even do 5 or 6. That means the shoulder is going to be very wide. So I mark 4.4 4 by 4 on the width and 4 on the depth, and I use my curve ruler to make a curve for the neckline. So that means it's going to be 4.5 by 4.5, because I did not add any seam allowance around there. I've cut it off, so I'll use ½ inch around that neck to join it. So that means my neck is open by 4.5 by 4.5. So what I'm marking right now is the shoulder to the waist. The shoulder to the waist for this is 17 inches, and that's what I marked there. So from there, I'm going to mark quarter of my waist circumference. The waist circumference I'm working with is 36. So 36 divided by 4 equals to 9. Then plus 1 inch for ease. There's no need for seam allowance there. Just add 1 inch for ease, and that's 10 inches that I marked there. So from the waist, I marked the difference between the bust and the waist for this client. The difference between the bust and the waist for this client is 9 inches, and on there, that's where I'm going to mark my hip circumference. So my hip circumference I'm working with here is 44. So 44 divided by 2 equals to by 4 equals to 11. Then plus 1 inch for ease, that's 12. That's what I marked right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and take this to the hem. So at the hem line, I want it to be free from my client. I don't want her to have any difficulty walking. So I marked 12 inches on the hip line. So instead of marking 12 there on the hem line, I marked 15, so that she'll be able to walk very well. So I marked 15. So this is going to be free there for her. So I added extra 3 inches to that. That means I marked 15. And from 15, I mark at the hem line. I just take it up straight to, later you're just going to bend your hand a little and take it straight back to the hip. So can you see I marked that? So that is the hole. That's how you're going to just mark it, and it's that simple. So now if you're not working with a plain fabric like this, this is a white fabric, I marked on the wrong side. But if you're working with a fabric that is not plain like this, please mark on the right side. You're going to get that later. So from the up there, I'm going to just mark about 1 inch for the shoulder slope, and from there I use half of the shoulder to plus 1 inch. So the shoulder for this neckline is 16. Then I divided by 2, that's 8. Then I added 1 inch for ease in order to start the armhole. So that's where I mark the armhole. So the bust for this client is 38. So 38 divided by 4 equals to 9.5. Then I added 1 inch extra. That's what I mark there for the bust there. So this is it. I've marked it on one side. So you need to mark on the other side too, because you're going to be joining this on the right side and not on the wrong side. So whatever you have on this part here, you need to fold your fabric into 4 again and mark it on the other side. I hope you get this. I hope this is really making sense. So now I'm still going to fold my fabric again and mark on the other side. So right now, when I folded the fabric into 4, one side will be on fold there. So that is the side I'm opening up in order for me to have 2 pieces, one for the front and one for the back. This is on fold. So the center is the one that is on fold, that we have the center front and also the center back. So I'm pulling this very well. You need to make sure that they are equal at the side. One side is not longer than the other. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it up at the side that is folding. You will know this once you fold your fabric into 4. You're going to get this. So I'm just trying to pull this together. This is very, very important, so that one side will not be longer than the other. So you need to do this gently, fold it together very well, and then you cut. So everything should just be in place like that. So now the next thing I'll do after this now is to transfer what I marked the other time. I'm going to trim off the shoulder slope, the 1 inch that I left for the shoulder slope before. I'm going to trim it off now. Just do 1 inch from your shoulder, just to slope it down a little bit. So now my markings, I'm going to do it on the other side. No, I've done it on one side, I will be doing it on the other side. So from the end there, I'll mark ½ inch for my joining allowance at the shoulder. Then from there I mark 9 inches. And now I explain it like your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus 1. My shoulder measurement is 16. 16 divided by 2 equals to 8. Then I added 1 inch. This is just to give room. So from where you mark it, I mark my 9 inches. That is where I mark my bust line. So I'm ruling that line. Then from there I mark my shoulder to waist, and from there I mark the difference between the waist and the hip. So on the first line, which is the bust line, I'm going to input the bust circumference. Just as I explained, 38 divided by 4 equals to 9.5. Then plus 1 inch for ease. There is no need for seam allowance, just add 1 inch for ease, or if you don't want it to be too free, you can add ½ inch for ease. So for this I added 1 inch for ease. So that's what I'm going to mark. I'm going to mark 10.5 right there. Then I'll take it on the underbust, on the waistline. The waist is 36. So 36 divided by 4 equals to 9, plus 1 inch for ease. That's what makes it 10 that I marked there. Another on the hip line, the hip is 44. So 44 divided by 4 equals to 11. Then plus 1 inch for ease, and that's 12. So that's what I'm going to mark there. So I'll mark 12 inches. I've marked 12 inches there. So at the M line, I told us I'm going to add extra 3 inches to that. So that's why I marked 15 inches at the 15 inches at the M line. So from the M line, from the hip there, I'm just going to connect straight to the hem, to the 15 inches I marked at the M, and that is it. So that means I've marked on both sides of the fabric. So this is how so make sure you mark on the right side, because you'll be joining your fabric together on the right side for the butterfly effect. But for now, you're going to turn this So I'm still trying to confirm my measurement here to know that what I mark on both sides is correct. So I'm still trying to get it. So make sure you check your bust measurement if it's correct, your waist measurement, and also the hip to make sure you have the right thing on both sides. So there might be a little changes when you folded it. So checking again, we make sure we are able to know that okay, what you have here is correct and there is no changes. So I'm just checking this out again. So this is essential so that you're not going to have to work twice. So now the next thing I'll do now is to join it together at the shoulder. Make sure you're not going to turn this to the wrong side. Make sure you join this together at the wrong side. So make sure you join it. So I'll take this to the sewing machine and join it together at the shoulder. And also, so now I've joined it together at the shoulder, and also I folded it at the sleeve area there, and also at the hem. I just folded it, just at the sleeve area and also at the hem. Just that simple. So now I'm going to turn this to the right side. So and then we're going to join it by the side. I told us that we should mark our chalk on the right side, but this is a transparent fabric. That's why I mark on the wrong side, because I'll be able to see it on the right side. But if your fabric is not transparent like this and the chalk will not be able to show on the right side, make sure you do this chalk on the right side. So I'll just take this to the sewing machine and join it. So what you're going to start joining is from where your armhole stops. My armhole for this is 9 inches, so I'll start joining from 9 inches and following my chalk where I chalked. I'm going to confirm if I have 9 inches there, then I'm just going to go ahead and join this following the chalk that I've marked already. And that's it. That's all for this dress. It's just that simple. So here is my dress made already. So this is all for this tutorial. So at the neckline, I just use bias to fold it, to join it, to pipe it in at the neckline, and that's simple. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. If you find it helpful, please give me a use so I just take it to the ironing board and just iron it, and that is all. So thank you very much for watching. If you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe, like, comment, and also share this video. So catch you in my next tutorial. Bye.